it comes to golf and putters, there's one name that everybody reigns as the king. They all want to get their hands on one, and that's Scotty Cameron. Scotty Cameron, they have putters all the way down from a blade style all the way up to the Phantom 12, which is a big high MOI mallet style putter with the weight pulled way in the back for ultimate stability. This is the 5.5. This is the right in the mid range. It's a Fang style putter, and it's just such a pretty putter. This thing, everything about it is just absolutely gorgeous. They do such a great job in making elegant looking putters that almost anybody would love to have their hands on. This putter is milled out of a 303 stainless steel. The bottom plate is aluminum, and the interchangeable weights are also steel. Everything they've done down to the milling lines and even the milled face is just so superior. The feeling of these putters are just incredible off the face. There's not much you can say bad about a Scotty Cameron. They just feel so good. They sound good. They look good in the bag. The head covers have a very cool look to them. They could be a little better. They've got, some good comfy protectiveness inside, but Velcro, a little outdated if you ask me. But other than that, it looks good. And that's what Scotty Cameron's about, having putters that perform and stuff that look good. I'll cut to some sound clips so you can see how it rolls and hear how the putter sounds with the ball coming off the face. For this test, we'll be using the Chrome Soft XLS, which is a low spin, harder ball, and it just feels great coming off the face of this putter. So as you saw there, we had some sound clips so you could hear how the putter sounds. This 5.5 in particular has the flow neck, or jet neck, as Scotty Cameron calls it. It helps you be able to sit very flat as far as the putter goes when it's at address. And it's a very flowing style of neck. So it helps that slight arc. They do have this putter in a face balanced configuration. This jet neck, I've tried both. I typically am a face balance type of guy. This jet neck, it just barely sits with a little bit of toe hang. There's not much there. It just flows so well in the putting stroke. But other than that, it's a Scotty Cameron. So one thing I can tell you is, in my past experience and stuff that I've read on forums and spoke to people who have them, if you do not take care of this putter, there's a high probability that the milling in the face will start to get some rust spots. I actually had that happen to me with a Scotty Cameron that I had prior. And really, the only remedy to that is I think they have some sort of a oilcloth or some sort of that, something along those lines. You can also use a rag or a microfiber. Just make sure if you're playing out and it's wet, just take care of your stuff. Wipe it down, put it back in the bag. That's really the main negative I could say when it comes to my personal experiences with Scotty Camerons, is the rust pitting that you do get if it's not properly dried off. I like to think I take care of my golf equipment very well. I'm one of those. I always clean my grooves. I always wipe down everything. Nothing has rust on it. And the only thing I've ever had that has rust is a Scotty Cameron. But if you can get past that, you may make more putts than you ever have before. But yeah, the rusting on the milling is the only negative I really have for it. And then, like I said earlier in the video, the head cover. They look cool when they're on the putter, but they're not very functional. They take a little extra time to take on and off because they got the two flaps. But other than that, it's a very good putter. Like I said, give it a shot. Go to the store, roll some. The only other thing I wanted to touch on is These are $4.29 retail here in America. You can find something like this. This is how I found this putter. This is a new old stock, or maybe it was a demo club in a store, and they had this thing at $3.29. I mean, that's an absolute steal. It had never seen the sunlight. It's been in the store, as a demo club, and that's the best way to buy them. Shop around, go to your local stores. You can go online, find some good deals as well. But other than that, we'll get right onto the validated score. We're going to give the Scotty Cameron 5.5. We're going to give it an 8.3. An 8.3, the only reason it's not a 9 is because of the rust pitting and the head cover. I have another head cover over here. It's a smaller one right there sitting next to the rest of those putters. That's my backup mallet head cover. I never use the Scotty Cameron head covers. They're just too much of a pain. A magnet closure on a head cover is so much more convenient. You can stick it onto your wedge or your club sticking out the side of the bag while you're using your putter. But other than that, I think that's a good validated score. So we'll go with an 8.3, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.